So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a DA, and like I said, I'm trying to eliminate the amount I use a grinder. We used to always, when we get ready for body filler, you want to rough up the surface so that the body filler will stick to it. But we're starting to use DAs more. So I'm going to use 36 on a DA. I'm going to sand the surface down. And anytime you use body filler, you want body filler to be applied straight over metal. So all right, starting to take it to the metal. It takes a little bit longer doing it like this than it may with a grinder. And you may also notice that I'm using a dust respirator. Anytime that you're sanding any paint or body fillers, you don't want to be breathing all that. It's always a good idea to wear a dust respirator when performing these type of sanding operations.
Go.
All right, as I'm DAing this fender, whenever you apply body filler, as I mentioned, you want it to go, you want to sand past the repair area at least 4 inches, so you ensure that you do get body filler on the metal and that it won't be overlapping getting into the paint. And here I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of metal tape. I'll probably drop that later, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and put, you don't have to use this aluminum type tape. You can use a couple of layers of just regular masking tape. This is a little bit stronger, but I want to put a layer of that so we don't scratch this bumper at all as we're DAing. This works really well. And sanding it off with the DA is going to take a little bit longer than a grinder like we've traditionally done, but you know, it does not take hardly any metal off of it. And that's the last thing we want to do is thin or weaken the metal. So a little extra time, you know, be worth it in the end. Now we have the repair area sanded down to the metal, and we have it sanded well past the repair area so that if body filler does lap over a little bit, we're not going to be getting the body filler onto the paint. That's what you don't want to get. So all this area in here is metal. Let's say perhaps there was an area here that didn't come off with the DA, a low area. You could then use a little 3-inch grinder or something like that and grind that area out, and then use a stud nail gun or something like that if you could not get to the back side. This is all going to feel fine. There'll be no problems with that. So what we can do now is we can blow it off and get it good and clean, and then we'll apply a light coat of body filler onto the metal surface. And probably with this one, we can block sand at one time and be done. Go ahead and put glaze coat on this one to show you how to do that. Block it out one time, and then it'll be ready for prime. So